Good morning, fellow mathematicians. Welcome back to our video. Today we're going to discuss an application of the second fundamental theorem of calculus. Let's get started. Suppose we have a function g of x evaluated from 19 to x of the cube root of t dt. And gusto kong itanong, I want to ask, what is g prime of 27? And para malaman natin kung ano si g prime of 27, we can do is take the derivative of this, the left hand side, and take the derivative of the right hand side. And now let's do that. The derivative with respect to x of g of x, and the derivative with respect to x of the definite integral from 19 to x of cube root of t dt. Yung kaliwa, straightforward yan. G of x, the derivative of g of x is basically g prime of x. And kapag nakuha natin to, kung ano man value ito, evaluate na lang natin yung value ng 27 and then we're done with the question. Now, the question is, how do we get this difficult thing in the right hand side? How do we get this? This is where the second fundamental theorem of calculus is going to take place. Now, let's write the second fundamental theorem of calculus. Second fundamental theorem of calculus. The second fundamental theorem of calculus basically tells us if we have a capital F of x, a function, evaluated from a to x of f of t dt, small and lowercase f of t dt. Now, if that function f is continuous on the closed interval a to x, and here a is a constant, then the derivative of capital F of x is just equal to the lowercase f evaluated at x instead of t. Now, sasabihin mo sa akin, now, when you first saw this, parang cryptic thing lang to na hindi naman pwedeng magamit or hindi naman siya useful in the long run because we often use the first fundamental theorem of calculus. Now, ngayon, makikita natin yung isa sa mga gamit niya. This can be extremely simplifying, especially when the given integral is so very complicated. So this tells us, hey, the derivative with respect to f of all of this business. But first, we have to check. The first condition here is f is continuous. So we have to check, is this continuous over the interval 19 to x? Well, no matter what x is, it is continuous everywhere. Because this function is continuous everywhere. So, kahit ano pa si x, continuous pa rin yan. So, therefore, the first initial condition or the major condition is met. Now, ano bang sabi ng theorem? Yung derivative neto, g prime of x, ay equal lang sa inner function and yung value na, yung in terms of t, gagawin mo na lang in terms of x. So, basically, this implies the derivative with respect to x of g of x is just equal to the cube root of square root of x. Now, let's go back to the original question. What is g prime of 27? So this implies g prime of 27 is just equal to the cube root of 27 or 3. So that's the use of the second fundamental theorem of calculus. Thank you.